Good morning, team.
Morning.
My name is Zunani, surname Matibula. I'll be your mentor for target market and product positioning. So I'm happy you came today. I'm happy you are here. I will ask you to introduce yourself and tell us the name of your company, what your company does, and then we'll take it from there. Where should I start? Must I start like this or like this? Let me start like this.
Morning. Kami lami ngimphosha Mkwela Matibula Gordon.
Three surnames.
Just yes.
You are rich.
Very. Company I'm like Gareba Construction. Hey, we like let's say like Gareba Construction. We do construction work. We also deal with t-shirt brandings.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in the whole thing.
No, they're printing.
Yeah, printing.
Okay, that's good.
Hello, my name is Fatima Fazuda. Company name is NF40 Project.
Okay.
So currently too busy with selling laptops, fixing laptops, selling packages. But I'm also interested in rabbit farming because in a market leninji bantu abayinazi kangaka.
Okay. Kunakuthenga samigwaja. All right. Sabonga.
Morning, people. My name is Lucia Bernardo, and my company's name is KME Legacy. So at KME Legacy, we basically do a lot of different sectors. We do construction, we do renovations, house renovations, building renovations, and then we also do hospitality. We have a property where we have units where we rent out to people, basically students most of the time, and then events planning as well and catering I do. And then I assist people, like maybe if Portia has to come to me and say she has this certain product that she wants to put on the market, and I tell her, okay, let me try and help you sell the market.
Okay.
So that's basically what we do.
Oh, you also do marketing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me start by you, Lucia. So you are doing a lot of things, right? But what is your core? Like, what is your core? What is your core? What is that one thing which, when you do it, everyone knows that this is done by Lucia? I will get a good service from Lucia, no one else.
I can say, like, my passion would be in the catering. Yeah, cooking is my thing. Like, I love cooking.
You do a lot of
so
cooking.
I express myself when I'm cooking. So
okay.
Yes.
All right. So the company also has got a portion of part of the company is cooking. Okay. And sisters, now yours is company, your sectors, it seems that there are many. But what is that one thing which is the core? Let's say, for example, you've got Vodacom. Vodacom used to do only telecommunication only, phones only. When they moved into insurance, I was one of the people who even questioned the CEO and say, but this is not what Vodacom does. This is not what Vodacom stands for, you know? But I did that because I had lesser knowledge. Now Vodacom, in terms of their revenues when it comes to insurance, their revenue is very, very high. So they do telecommunication, which was their core. But now they even do insurance and life covers. So there's nothing wrong about doing two things, right?
Yeah.
But people must be able to identify you. They identify Vodacom as telecommunication company, and then they win trust in that space of telecommunication company. But now I'm in my life cover Vodacom because I say Vodacom is a genuine company. They won't run away. But they've built that trust. They've built that trust in a networking and phones and all that, right? So we've got different things we do, but what is the core? Another example, we're at Jumpstart. We do a lot of things, but our core is skills development. We do also branding and all tooling and everything, but our core is skills development. We say if you want skills development, don't go anywhere else. Come to us. We'll give you skills development. So that's why I'm asking Guti, you do construction, but also a printing and everything. But what is the core? The core is construction. All right. So the next step, guys, will be, before I start talking a lot, the next step will be, we have done target marketing, right, in class. We have done in what is the other module? What? Product positioning. I just want to get a sense, like in Guti, after getting that knowledge, how do you plan, or how have you used the knowledge in practicality in your company? How have you used that? How have you take that knowledge and practicality, if you have used it already? If you haven't used it already, today I want us to try to make it with what we have learned in class to be practical, using your companies as examples. So if you haven't used this, it's not the best thing. Just say I haven't used it, but this is what I've learned in class. Then we can continue from there. I'm sorry, today I'm putting you on the tight spot. I start like this. I use the right hand. I'm right-handed, so I go like this.
Okay, basically what I can say is that more people now know about Inekariba.
Okay.
Because before, we have a page. We've got a Facebook page. We've got a Instagram page. Mara I would just post on the business page only and not share it myself. But ever since, I also share it on my side, on my personal account as well, yes, so that more people can actually see it, because not a lot of people will see it
on the other page. Yes. Okay. So in short, you have now learned how to approach to market your product more.
Yes.
Okay. All right, it's fine. When you come to the target market, especially.
Again, imagine I was able to go back and revise the company profile, and then change a few things which they run in line with what
the company stands for. Okay. Sure.
With me, I had already printed out what do you call these magnets that you can stick on the cars?
I created nice ones.
I created new ones, and I put it on the car that you use for moving around. Another thing I did was I collected the data from this area to see how many of these people can actually support me and how many of them can't support me. I've collected youth data, old age data, everything. I've compiled everything into one, because there's two things that I want to do. I'm just not sure which one I want to do. Is that the property that I have that for accommodation is also here, and then I also want to have maybe like a food parlor, sort of like a butchery thing at the center down here, at the back. So that with my youth data, like I sit here now, so every day, and I see these young people that are growing up here, and some of them have even dropped out of school. So school is not for everyone. School is not for everyone. So, but they have something that they are capable of doing. Like they can use their hands. So by me opening up that food thing there at the back, I think I can bring them in and say, okay, you know what can you do? Okay. There's people that play golf here at Matumi. When they finish play golf, they can come over. More like they normally do most of the time. They come over. When they come here, they take out their golf clubs, or they take off their golf shoes. They polish their shoes. They polish their golf clubs. They're making money. And instead of them doing drugs every day, it's very sad to watch them. But I believe that I can change.
You can make a change.
I can make a change.
Actually, you can even go further, not waiting for the golfers to come to you.
Yes.
You can go to the golfers themselves. When they finish playing, they're there by the bar drinking. Your guys are busy with the shoes.
Exactly.
No, good ideas, guys. So guys, normally how I start, I go like this. I use a framework. I don't have all the answers, unfortunately. I have few answers, but the answers lies within you guys. So what I'm here to do is to facilitate for the answers to come out. I'll gain knowledge from you. You might gain knowledge from me. I don't have all the answers. So how I started, guys, it's brutal. This is brutal. In other mentorship programs where I went, when I say this, people get angry, but it's the truth. I call it the brutal truth. I say, if your business is not solving a problem, you need to pause. You need to stop. But you don't stop and just sit. You stop and rethink again. Because every business must solve a problem. Whether it's a social problem or other businesses are facing problems, then you come in to solve that problem, right? So if you have got a company, you have opened a company, you're selling products, Lucia, your product, we should not stand outside and say, come and support me. That's not a good way of doing business. I remember my neighbor was selling toothpaste. So I was looking for a toothpaste. And then she said to me, I sell toothpaste, support me. I said, okay, I'll support you. I bought one toothpaste, and that toothpaste, I think it was $350. You know this toothpaste, the ones, yeah. $350. I buy the toothpaste. It's support, remember? I used the toothpaste. I didn't even go a quarter of that toothpaste. I had to replace it and go back to use the one which I buy at Spa, right? After a month, she comes back and says, is your toothpaste still there? Come buy again. And I said, I won't buy because I didn't get the value I was expecting from the toothpaste. You know, I supported her. I didn't get value. Can I go support her again? No. So, business, guys, is not about support. Lucia, we don't stand outside and say, come, support me. You are my cousin, come buy from me. Don't buy from this person. We don't do that. We give people value. From that value, when they come, we've given them value. Then we can say, thank you for the support. We don't use support to call people. The support, we thank it later. We use it, we say thank you for the support. Why am I saying this? I've seen a lot of business of young people. They are there because I've seen someone selling something. Or I've got an idea, I want to sell something. Because I think I will make money. But that thing which I'm selling is not solving a problem. Why should people come and buy from you, Lucia, if whatever you are selling is not solving any problem? Do you get me, guys? We must sell products because we have identified the problem. And these problems are solving these products are solving problems, people's problems. If you are selling bread, for example, you are the only one selling bread in that community. Do you have to ask for support for people to come buy the bread? No. Majority of us here, or few, I don't know. After a year, you might want to pass by Spa and buy something to go home with. They didn't call you to say come. Because you need bread for breakfast. You go and buy the bread and you go home with it. Yeah. Whether they thank you or they don't thank you, you'll come back again tomorrow. Because you need this service. I said I'm going to try to make it to be more practical, but I'll try also to use your companies so that when you go out of here, you are able to go reposition the companies. So today in the morning, I'm forced to do what? To buy data, whether I want or not, because that data is solving my problem. I've got an appointment with you guys to arrive here, and in order for me to arrive here, I must get data, right? I've actually realized something the previous 4 days. Since ESCOM, it's always off. I've got a Wi-Fi in the house. So normally, when I'm in the house, I use the Wi-Fi. I pay at the end of the month. But now, when I'm in the house, that 2 hours, which the power is gone, every hour I go, I buy 100 megs. Ne?
Yeah.
7 rand. You know, because Vodacom, MTN, and CLC, they've solved my communication problem. I need to communicate. So, do Vodacom stand and say, come support us?
Nope.
We go there because there are solutions. So our businesses should be like that. We might have started businesses. You find that those businesses are not solving problems, right? We all do that. But we've got an opportunity now to pause and rethink and say, what are the problems? What can I sell, or what can I develop? What can I manufacture in order to solve my neighbor's problem, the community problem? If you do that, then you're in business. There's no even need to stand outside and say, come support me. You are somewhere doing something else, people are getting solutions. I sell chickens myself, right? I started this business because I've seen that in my area, people struggle with chickens. When I'm home, December, we went to buy chickens. Chickens are always finished. So I started constructing a small place to sell chickens, right? The chickens are going. But inside that business of chickens, I experienced two problems. So where I'm going is here. Other problems, before you even see that other people are experiencing, it's you inside that business which you are experiencing. And then you start to think that, man, multiple people are experiencing the same problem. So I sell chickens. People come and buy these chickens. Funerals, parties, they want 20 chickens. Say, okay, we want 20 chickens tonight. I just take the chickens, give to them. But they are struggling now because they need to go and remove the feathers. You know? Then I sit down and say, why don't I make things easier for my people? Let me buy a machine which cost me 2,500 in China. And then when you come, you want 20 chickens, one or whatever you want. If you want me to remove it for you with the machinery, which takes 1 minute, I'll do that for you, for free of charge. It's a value add to the product I'm selling, right? Another person who's having an old thinking will say, no, but why don't you charge them 10 rand and make money out of that? You don't understand business. But then I will say, no, I do it for free, but I know that many people, I will attract customers which were not even mine.
Yeah.
Which will give me more than the 10 rand, right? So now I bought the machine, I do the chickens for free when you want. And a lot of people who are doing parties, stock fairs, funerals, society, they buy from me because I've added a value add. I've came with a solution for the problem they were facing. There's a guy, Lucia, somewhere here, where you want to open a butcher. He peels the veggies. So during lockdown, this COVID stuff, night vigils are not allowed. Many people are not allowed in funerals. When you can go there, there's always bakkies there taking the veggies. So if the bag of a potato inside, I'm giving an example, there's 20 potatoes. He hired women to peel the potatoes and they put them in a transparent plastic. They're still 20, but peeled. And when he started by selling veggies. But he saw that people are struggling with peeling. Now every Friday there, it's full. Bakkies are collecting. So he saw a problem inside. He was having a business selling veggies, but he saw a problem. Then he does what? He comes with a solution. So for Lucia, they've got nails. They don't want to peel stuff the whole night. Don't you want to sleep, Lucia? So that guy adds somewhere around 15 rand just to give you a slip. So he's selling a slip actually. He's no longer selling veggies. He says, I'm giving you veggies, but I'll also give you a slip. You don't have to peel this. I'm giving you a rest. You see? So guys, that is how we should conceptualize business. It's about solving problems. Do we have problems in Nelspruit of computers? Or companies when they have to fix the computers, they must take them to Joburg. You know? In my chicken space, I see another problem. You see, now I don't have chickens now as I speak. Because I'm waiting for 4 weeks for me to get the small chickens. And the guy I'm buying from is from Zanin. I pay transport to go to Zanin and get the chickens, or for him to deliver for me, right? I'm struggling now. The chickens I have, which will go out now, I was supposed to have others which were growing, so that when I take these ones are ready. But after these ones, I'll have to wait for another 20 days, 21 days to grow the other ones. What does that tell me? It tells me that the accessibility of small chickens in my area is a problem. Do you understand? So what do? I order the incubation machines to say I want to grow my small chickens. That will help me. I want to, what is the good way of saying incubate? I want to do the incubation. That helps me because I'll have my own schedule of chickens. I don't depend on him. And after that, I'll be able to sell to people who are struggling to get the small chickens. Where am I going? I'm saying a business must be accessible. It must be affordable. Right? The product must be accessible and affordable. I think the small chickens are not accessible because I must wait for 3 weeks. They are not accessible. I must pay transport. Right? In terms of price, I think it's also not affordable because he sells for 11.40 one chicken, small one. I think I can sell to those people at 10 rand. I can save them the 140 and save them the money for transport. And when you buy chickens, you normally buy 1,000 small chickens. If in every small chicken I save that woman 140 plus the money for transport, it's a profit. Am I right, Lucy? I will have saved her somewhere around 2.7 to 2.8. Do you think will I have to stand out and say, come support me? No. Actually, now I'm commissioning the incubation space. I'm worried already because I'll be able to produce 4,000 small chickens every week. But from where I'm sitting now, I'm worried because I think I'll always be stocked out. Because in my area, no one is doing that. It's a problem. Sometimes when you want to buy 1,000, they say, no, we can't give you 1,000. We've got a lot of orders. We'll give you 500 small chickens. So you see, so that is what we need to do, Lucia, Fortune, and Miss Portia. What's your surname? That English one? Gordon. Miss Gordon. Yeah. So guys, do you understand on the issue of problem solving? So guys, I'm sorry. Let me repeat this again. I'll repeat it many times. Lucia, don't get angry at me. If your business is not solving problems, you need to stop immediately. You stop immediately and you do the rethinking. You think to say, how do I position this business? I also give this example to say, what will have happened, Lucia, if immediately when China was affected by COVID-19, you as Lucia started doing your research and checked that, COVID-19, the mask will be the in thing, right? The stickers for distancing, the signs, and you are on printing. You are on printing, right?
Yeah.
The signs which they are putting there will be the in thing. while it's still in China, not yet here. You remember there was time whereby even ESCOM didn't have masks. Masks were scarce. But what will have happened, Lucia, if you were one of the people when China was hit by this thing, you start thinking and say, there's a problem, and this problem, it will come here. And then you find that even before masks become fashionable, you are the one who's having mask stock, you have got sanitizers, you have got everything. What will have happened? You were not supposed to be sitting here today. Me and you, we are sitting here today because we have missed an opportunity. Opportunity came, we were sleeping, me included. In Jumpstart Your Career, we also do the sewing, uniform and all the stuff. You know, there was pressure whereby a person will call you and say, I've got money, I want 2,000 masks now, any price. The time the mask was the in thing, but I would say, hey, I don't have capacity to manufacture that. But what will have happened if I positioned myself? I'll not be here today, Lucia. I'll be sitting somewhere in Dubai. Yeah?
It's the same thing that happened to Felicia. Because she didn't have a lot of manpower. It was only just her. She couldn't meet the demand of people.
The demand.
And all that. She couldn't meet enough.
The demand.
And then she started losing a lot of
customers.
Yeah.
So the thinking which so guys, it's unfortunate we get busy and distracted by a lot of things, right? But opportunities always comes to us. Sometimes we just pass them. You know, we just pass opportunities. In the issue of masks, there are people who have thought ahead and now they're fine. They've made a lot of money. From that money, the mask business now has collapsed. Just like that post office will come to it. It has collapsed, right? But they've made millions and millions. And some of them, they've invested that millions in something else. Imagine if it was you, Lucia. You have made millions. Where you are renting students now, you were supposed to revamp it. Buy other properties somewhere with the money for the masks. But it's an opportunity missed, right? We don't blame ourselves. It's okay. Where am I going? You see, ESCOM, power is going every day, and it's becoming worse. This is the first time in South Africa whereby 3 weeks consecutively so power is switched off. We know load shedding, but 3 days, then they come out and say we apologize, and we go for 2 months without load shedding. Now it's every day. Things which means are getting worse. Let me tell you something. As we speak now, me and you, we are busy with mentorship. There are people sitting somewhere, saying, okay, ESCOM is collapsing. It's collapsing. They can't meet the demand. Let's do something. Some are saying, schools, the learning environment won't be the same again. We need to start positioning ourselves to install and maintain solar systems in schools. Some are sitting and say, we need to create a small device with a bulb for students. Government will buy this for students because it's government which is failing to provide power. My son not so long will go to school without homework and they won't punish him. And he won't have to fail because it's government failing to meet demand. So government will say what? Every child in rural area must have a small solar panel which is carryable with a bulb and a place to charge your Wi-Fi, or your phone, right? People are now thinking, Lucia, they are busy producing that. And me and you will be the consumers. We'll see our sons, daughters coming with a small device. And we say, no, at least government has done something. Do you understand? Yeah. When we complain and say, oh, the power is gone again, this ESCOM, they think we don't pay this electricity, we get it for mahala. We are complaining, Lucia. I complained this morning because I was busy with work and then the power went off, the Wi-Fi was off again. But other people are sitting now trying to design solutions which they can sell to government. It's a problem. And do you think now, because power is a problem, if someone come with solution for power, whether solar, whether fuel cell, will that person have to come out and say, support me? No. He will have provided a solution to a problem. So what I'm trying to drive, guys, is the issue of thinking, Lucia. To say, as business people, we don't have a business and say we've got a business, it ends there. We need to re-innovate, rethink. What is the problem? How do I solve the problem? And you don't need to be an engineer to lead an engineering company. You need the concept in your mind, and you hire engineers to come do that for you. You remember that issue of A students? There's this say to say A students will save the lower students and all that. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to be an engineer to solve the crisis of energy. You just have to have the concept. If you have got the concept, you hire engineers. They do the job for you. I'm an engineer by profession. Today I find myself mentoring people in business. Something which I didn't even know I studied after my engineering thing, but I've specialized in engineering for a very long time. Right? Yeah. So, it's the issue of solutions, Lucia, to problems. Let me go back again as Lucia's getting angry at me. If your business is not solving a problem, stop. Lucia, we stop and we rethink. We are tired about business people who will come and say, government is not supporting my business. You know? Because, okay, you can be supported by government. Things are too political. There's someone who loves your business there. They give you business. After 5 years, you'll know you're in politics. After 5 years, power things changes. So and so, who's a premier, goes to national, is no longer in charge. The person who's in charge is having his own girlfriends and cousins and all that. Then he takes them and they start to work with, and then you are sidelined. That Lucia construction, which was big in Nelspruit, over a night, collapses. Over a night, it collapses. So guys, we need sustainable businesses. Businesses whereby every day something is happening. And this is how this Vodacoms and the SPA survives. Yes, they do have big deals where government is taking phones for the whole department, but a lot of money comes from me and you, Lucia, the 5 friends. In Bushbuckridge, we have got population of 1 million people or whatever. Those people are buying the airtime for 5 rand because they need to communicate. So that's where a lot of money is coming from. As we are sitting here, we're supposed to have businesses which now people are buying. They come, leave 10 rand, go. Many 10 rands. Right? So guys, we agree that business is about solving problems. Am I correct? Is there someone who wants to reflect or ask question or comment before we move? Are you sure? You can say something, Lucia. I also need to learn from you guys, so you must talk so that I can learn.
It's understandable, right?
It is understandable. So we are going to now, when we walk around, we're going to look at problems. It's simple, guys, it's problems. And then we come, we check the issue of accessibility. What is that which you are buying when and you struggle to get always? That thing is your gold for you. That thing can give you money for 2-3 years. That thing which you struggle to get. I'm struggling to get small chickens. And it means it's not me only. It's many people. So I need to start selling those small chickens to solve my problem and the other people's problem. Right? Chicken feed is expensive, guys. Very expensive. Yes.
Chicken feed?
Yes. Yes.
How is it expensive?
For more than 23 days, these chickens are eating. Majority of the profit in these things of chickens, it goes to the food. Let's leave the issue of staff. But in terms of the raw materials and all that, the food takes a lot of the money from the business. It's a problem. We need to come up with a way of producing a cheaper feed. Now the feed which we buy, it comes from Swaziland. Then it comes to you as a distributor. And then I buy from you. You have put your markup also. Then it becomes expensive. And one day I was checking the machine for the feed. This one, I don't remember how many bags, but bags which are enough per day. They say it's 80,000. So you can have your small factory to do the feed there. Cheaper feed, but quality. Remember, affordable, yes. Accessible, yes, but we also need quality. Because you can be accessible and cheap, but people can pass you and go to Zanin and buy the small chickens, because small chickens there in Zanin, they grow more than what I give people. So quality is also important. I think the issue of problems, we've said a lot about it. We can pass.